Hi guys, welcome to another episode of T's Foam and Terrain. Well, in fact, this isn't even an episode. This is a channel update. This is my Christmas channel update, and I thought, what a great time of the year, just to kind of look back on all the things that we've done, look forward on the things that we are going to do, and to say a huge thank you to all you guys. Really has been quite an incredible year. And I guess a lot of it kind of sparked out of the Oklahoma City Warlord Games Day, and the sort of the inspiration that I got from that. So it's been a great year. I have made some headways in bolt action, painting up various armies. Really starting to feel like I'm making progress on that. So looking forward to the new year. When we're going to continue finishing up the French force that I'm making, the BEF force that I'm making, and my Belgians that I'm making. On top of that, there's going to be plenty of Germans to paint. I probably still have somewhere in the region of 40 to 50 figures left for my Germans, not to mention various vehicles that I'm going to be getting to get that all ready for Oklahoma City in June. Of course, I'm not going to be in attendance. Unfortunately, I've got another engagement that I really need to be at. But I still want to have the game there, and I still want to present it. I still have 30 civilians to paint, somewhere in the region of 12 Belgian townhouses to make from scratch. So that's going to be interesting, along with a commission that I just picked up the other day for Sugarloaf Hill, which was in the Pacific, and so that's going to be great fun to make. I'm just going to have to really knuckle down and work hard to get these bits and pieces finished off. I'm really excited. In fact, my Belgians are sat on my painting table waiting to be finished off. They'll either get done today or tomorrow, so I'm very excited about those, to get the first unit of those painted up. And it's just a very exciting time in my man cave. Lots is going on. So bolt action is going to be loads getting done for that. On top of my kind of stuff for Oklahoma City, I've kind of made a small start on a force that I'm building out of the Perry Miniatures Desert Rats, which you might be able to see in the video, might not. Basically what I'm doing is I've got 3 boxes. I'm making one into a British force that's going to be my early war Far East, so that would be the Fall of Singapore army list that I'm making. I can also then use them for Desert Rats for North Africa, and because I'm basing that unit with sort of a cracked earth look, I can use those for Italy as well, Invasion of Italy 43 kind of mid-war as well. So lots to do, and that's just one box. The second one I plan to do Behind Enemy Lines SAS army list, and the third I'm going to do a mixed Sikh and Aussie unit force. So that should be quite fun. Looking very much forward to doing that. And yeah, so that's kind of my other project. Now, in other wargaming circles, I have Gates of Antares, which I'm going to be knocking out plenty more videos for. I have my 2 colour schemes now for my Concord force. I'm planning to do 2 squads of each. And on top of that, I've got some GAR that I need to finish building and then painting. I've got some terrain underway, so I'm kind of excited about that. Probably will end up doing some jungle scanner terrain for Antares, but also for the Singapore list for bolt action, so that's exciting. A lot going on there. Black powder, hopefully, if I get any time, or if I just want to take a break from bolt action, I'm going to try painting up some more of my AWI forces, American War of Independence in 6mm. If I can get some more units out, then I can get a bigger game of black powder going, which I'm really enjoying. So that's black powder. Just at the top there, you see my box of Saxon Thanes. I have those, as well as some Viking Herdsmen and some Dark Age Warriors. So I have enough figures to do 2 Saga forces, a Vikings and a Saxon force. So at some point I will get those rules and put those armies together. So that's another project for 2016. But I think I'm pretty much, I've tied myself in there, and I'm kind of sort of happy with those different projects. Very much the way I plan to go forward in 2016 is say, right, here is a unit. So it's a section of infantry, 10 men, right? Prepare them, paint them, done, move on, buy the next lot, or do the next lot. So for Saga, I'll be, you know, a unit of Hearthguard, get those prepped, built, painted, done, go, find another group that I'm going to do, build them, prep them, paint them, done, move on. Rather than building them all and then looking at it thinking, oh my goodness, I'm never going to get through that. I think going back to doing that unit by unit is going to be the way to go. So that's my plan for that. So that's pretty much all of this. I may touch Hail Caesar depending on what sort of how much time I get. Definitely want to pick up the rules if nothing else. We'll wait and see on Hail Caesar. So that might crop in. Anyway, so that's wargaming. Quite a lot of what I do, in fact. Before we move on from wargaming, I am very excited because I'm going home for Christmas. I'm coming back to England, and the wonderful Andy Singleton has put in the post, or is putting in the post any day now, to my parents' house, some figures that he's painted for me. Now, I'm so happy to be able to say that I've got figures painted by Andy Singleton. But on top of that, this is a pretty unique little unit. I mean, it's only a handful of 5 or 6 guys, but they're RAF ground crew. Okay, so I've got my flying officer Tipper, which I'll need to paint up, but he will fit nicely in with my RAF guys, kind of ground crew. I thought that could be really nice for an early war scenario, kind of having to retreat, maybe be supported by British forces while they retreat off the table, something like that. So so that could be, you know, really cool. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and you will see more of those in the new year. I'll definitely do a video on those, just as even just as a review for Andy. I mean, his work's great, so I don't need to say too much about it, but I think you guys will want to see them. So so that's wargaming. On to my books, my writing. Having some absolutely fantastic time with it. I've got 4 books out already. The first one is going to be re-released in January, with the second being re-released in March, I believe. And then the book number 5 will be released for the first time in April, I believe. I think it's April. So within the first couple of months of 2016, I'm going to have 3 books out. And by the end of 2016, I'm due to have the first 7 of the total of 8 books in the series published out there by Inklings Publishing. So I'm really excited about that. If you haven't checked out Inklings Publishing, please go over, find the Facebook page, like it. I'll put a link up in the comments box or in the description. But please go check them out. You know, there's some great work. I'm reading a book at the moment by Meg Haftel called Twisted Reveries. Didn't think it was my sort of thing, my sort of book. Picked it up, read the first one, fell in love with it. So I'm taking that with me for the plane. Be reading that, hopefully get some sleep as well. But I want to try to get that finished so I can put a review up in the new year, video review. So yeah, so that's my writing. On top of that as well, with the writing, I should say, I've got a comic book series I'm writing with my friend Dan Simpson, and the comics are called, basically it's Theta Comics, it is the brand, and we've created the Theta Comics universe with various different series featuring different characters. We've got a couple of spin-off series that are gonna be like a constant, like hopefully get them out on a regular basis, and so that is exceedingly exciting at the moment, extremely exciting, and we're really having a lot of fun writing those, and now it's just about picking up the illustrators and getting them churned out. So that's something to look forward to in 2016 as well. What else? Trains. Who couldn't remember the trains? So at the current moment, the trains are kind of, has not really been much done. My father-in-law has started the table for our layout. It will be going here, so we'll be moving the studio over to the other side of the man cave, which isn't that far away, but it's over there. And we'll be starting laying track, I should imagine, at some point with that, and doing track layout, which would be great. I'll probably do some videos on that, just video diary stuff rather than tutorials, because I don't really know what I'm talking about with trains. It's all very new. On top of that, when I'm home at Christmas, me and my best friend are going to be going shopping to some model railway shops and purchasing some bits and pieces. So possibly carriages, wagons, something like that. Maybe some kits, I don't know. We're going to see what we're going to find and buy what we fancy, as you do. So that's the model railway, and once I mean, 2016 is going to see me through pretty much all but one of my classes left for my masters. So at that point, we'll start to see at the end of 2016 where we might be headed, if we're headed anywhere, and that will give me a better understanding of when I can start the Gosport layout. So we'll see. It really is down to circumstances what happens with the trains. I know I've got an end target of wanting to do the Gosport layout. It's just going to be a case of waiting until that is a possibility. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody who watches the channel. We are now, as of today, I've just checked before coming on here, up to 72 subscribers. We're nearly up to 3,000 or 2,000. Nearly 2,000 views on all of my videos, sort of, totaled. But that's great. I mean, that's clearly means people are watching it. I know it's not me. I've watched a couple of them a couple of times, but I haven't watched them thousands of times, so definitely not me. So thank you to everyone who's watching. I know I've had a great amount of comments, with people being very complimentary and grateful and enjoying what I'm doing. So I'm enjoying it. If you're enjoying it, that's great. And hopefully you're going to get a lot out of the channel. Just to mention very quickly, I have put up three episodes, or I'm in the process of putting up 3 new episodes of Bolt Action Basics. So please check those out. There will be a Gosport Railway or Gosport Junction update coming out soon. And on top of that, I'll be doing some more train videos in the new year, along with obviously more Bolt Action, more Gates of Antares, more Black Powder, possibly some Saga videos, and lots more general discussions. If you want to ask questions, please pop them in the comments box, and I can generate those and put them into or use those to put them into discussion. So your input is greatly appreciated, and I just look forward to another really promising and successful year in 2016. So from me and T's Foaming Terrain and everything that I do under the banner of T's Creative Ramblings, I want to thank you all for your support. Have a wonderful Christmas, a fantastic New Year, and best wishes from me to you for 2016. So until the new year, have a great Christmas, and we will see you soon. Okay, take care.